The Writings of Philosopher Prince Israel Zaar. Title: It Was Never Enough, I Was Never Enough. I now read, Aren't thee the one who cleans its mess and the mess of others, or solves the problems it didn't create? Aren't thee the compassionate one, the caring and tender heart, the Christian to be, the follower of Christ, and the voice of tolerance to those who don't worship thy faith or look like thee? Aren't thee the one to be with, a lover to have, a good parent or spouse that is? Aren't thee the good neighbor or good Samaritan, as they say, the one who will rush to the aid of others? Aren't thee the one who volunteers or is the first to sacrifice its life for the safety of others, or first to rush into the fire to save lives even before the brave firefighters could arrive? Aren't thee the great warriors who sacrifice limbs at battle to retrieve the bodies of fallen comrades? Aren't thee the best at school, the honorary student of the Alumni Desire, HSAD? Aren't thee the students who helped other students not to be left behind, or are there to defend other students from bullies? Aren't thee the capitalist in chief in thy investments, business ventures, job creation and profitability advancements? Are thee the pride of capital, the job creator, the great investors, the great contributors, or great philanthropies? If thou art this good, then wrong did you do to be enough? What is it thou have done so grave to deserve thy fate? Isn't justice the root word of just? To be right, to be measured, to be proportionate or balanced? What is it that thou haven't done to make our great nation proud? MOGNP? Aren't thee the great scientists, the Nobel laureate, the professor of genius, the avant-garde of our time? Aren't thee the astronauts that took us to the moon? Aren't thee the ones who sequenced the DNA that led to the creation of many vaccines to cure incurable diseases? Aren't thee the best golfers, a great novelty, the talented beings all sports, TBAS, or art, and difficult challenges unmatched? Aren't thee the great politicians who run for office and fulfilled their promises, unlike those politicians who don't mean what they say or say what they mean just for the votes? Are thee the great Olympians, great doer, great technocratic, great academicians, great parents, great artists, great scientists, great leaders, great caregivers, great community organizers, great contributors, and just a great human being, as many would say? Aren't thee somebody to be with, to date, to love, to have a drink with, to have a family with, or a person to call home? Aren't thee a good person, a caring soul, a compassionate one, the one who feeds the hungry, clothes the unclothed, and provides shelter for the houseless or homeless? Aren't thee the rabbi, pastor, preacher, father, bishop, or the arm of God? Weren't you there in hospital to check on the sick, in prison to check on a friend, and always a shoulder to lean on in times of pain or grief? Have thou paid thy due to society, and given to society more it has asked of thee? After thou doest all these acts of moral rectitude, AMR, acts of societal honor, ASH, acts of academic recognition, AAR, acts of positive leadership, APL, and acts of the positive extraordinary citizenry, PXC. After all these, why have thy fate been like those of the worst society? What extra wrong did you commit that I have seen to deserve thy fate? Then the voice said to me, It was never enough. I was never enough. It was never enough what I did or what I have done or failed to do. It wasn't the greatness of my deeds that mattered, or the positive disposition of character, PDC. I was my race, my gender. It was about where I was born, who my parents are, my religion, and my nature or naturality of being. They hated me for what God has given me, what nature has given me. It was the way I looked that was the graviest crime. The naturality of my being in itself was the unforgivable sin, the unrepentant sin, the crime of the century, and the infraction of no return. Being proudly different in my mind, body, and soul than they were was the crime. I committed the mind, body, and soul sin, MDSS. They would like me to believe that it's my fault to be born and to be born the way I was born to look. The crime is this monument of being that nature or the divine crafted in me. It's this statue of a stature of being that they dislike and incriminate. I was supposed to tell my makers in the womb or before the womb to create me to look like them at least, in order to be accepted or gain favor, to be tolerated, or given the privilege of life that every natural human being should rightly deserve in the first place. This is philosophical, not empirical, the wisdom of Zaarrianism. Philosopher Prince Israel Zaar, January 13th, 2026. The background video is Trianglerism, immersive, inventive art. Hope you enjoy listening. Leave a comment and subscribe.